I'm coming to you to talk to you about something very, very serious. It's about self-respect and it's about your own safety. So it's important. But before we go there, maybe let me introduce myself for those of you who are new to this page and who don't really know me. So my name is Sylvia Kuchena. I'm psychotherapist, traumatologist, lecturer, and author. And this is a topic where I would like to talk to you about self-respect and your safety. Why those two come together, I will explain to you in a second. I've been observing situations online for the last couple of weeks, months, years, you name it, because I'm quite active online myself. And what I have noticed is that there is loads of information about everything. So it's very easy to get caught up in all those information that is, I feel like, is landing on you and then leave you confused what is right, what isn't, what is happening and what is not happening, who to listen. Where I'm going with this is that when you're going to pick your therapist, please be careful. Because you do need to check your own therapist. You do need to check your background. Recently, yesterday, I saw something that a psychologist was advertising her course, qualifying course, for 10 weeks. That's not okay. That is literally not okay. And this is where the whole problem with psychotherapists not being regulated is a massive issue. Because of lack of the regulation, all of that stuff is being allowed. Because there's no law, I'm actually out of my words. The recklessness and the lack of respect towards people. So as a psychotherapist who has full respect to my patients, as a lecturer who is teaching students how to be a good therapist and their future potential clients, it's our responsibility to promote this job in a right way. So here are some questions for you to ask your therapist when you're going to pick your therapist. Number one, what kind of qualifications do you have? Did you do your own personal therapy? If so, for how many years? Not how many sessions, how many years? And is that consistent? Because if you're going to a therapist who is telling you to work on something very deep inside you, and they haven't done the work on themselves, how they could help you? It's not possible. And in fact, it's very ignorant, it's arrogance. Don't agree. Do not agree to those things. I will give you a different metaphors for it. But why am I saying that this is part of your respect and why this is part of your safety? Many of you will come to therapy very vulnerable. Many of you will look for help, for some kind of support. And of course, you're automatically going to expect that this will be met. That you're going to be respected, that this is going to be a safe environment. And of course, that your therapist will have some kind of knowledge to be able to help you. You don't want to know about the theory. You want to know how to get help and what and how to change. But you do need to check who are you going for help? Who are you asking for help? Because would you go to a doctor if you knew they finished 10-week course on how to be a doctor? Would you trust that doctor? I hope not. Let's say you want to build a house. Would you go to a builder or engineer asking them to build your own home, a house, a building where you're going to introduce your family and you're going to live there safely, hopefully, if you knew that they just finished 10-week course on how to build a house? Would you do that? I hope not. So the same rule applies when it comes to psychotherapists. The same rule applies when it comes to you getting and seeking help from professional who presumably meant to be professional. But you got to check that. You got to check what kind of educations they have. Is it just a few week course, few months course, or is it years of education? You got to check if they did some kind of work on themselves. And I'm not saying, if they will tell you, oh, I did the 50 hours that was required for me to be a counselor, that is not enough. And my patients who are working with me for so many years, they will tell you that as well. That 50 hours of therapy is actually nothing. This is the beginning. So once again, just allow yourself to respect yourself. I'm not saying that this is going to be easy, because many of you is very vulnerable. You're presuming that they will know, that they will help you. But many of you is disconnected from yourself. And the core of therapeutic work is trust. It's relationship with your therapist. It's a relationship that your therapist is helping you to build with yourself. If that is not going to work, if that is going to be broken, if you're going to build relationship that is somewhat on a hypocrisy, let's be honest, then how can you heal lack of trusting yourself from your childhood, for example? How can you heal something that you're building not on a very trusting grounds? Do your research. Ask questions. There's loads of great therapists out there who knows their stuff, who did the work on themselves. Why is that important? Why it's so important that a therapist will do a work on themselves? Would you go to accountant or would you get financial advisor if you knew that they never once managed their own money? Would you go to accountant or would you allow them to manage your money if you knew they didn't manage or they're broke? Again, I hope the answer is no. Don't be afraid of asking. Question your therapist. Question, and this is the intake. This is your very first session. Just because you came in for one session, that doesn't mean you have to now stick with this person. Your gut will let you know whether this is going to work or not. But also, your logical mind needs to know, rather than guessing, if this person has a proper training. And I mean proper, so that's at least full 4-year degree in psychotherapy, not in psychology, that's a completely different angle, in psychotherapy. And hopefully they're working towards accreditation, that they have some accredited body. So there is some kind of code of ethics that they need to comply with. This is important for your own safety and for your own self-respect. I think that's all what I wanted to say today. I feel like I was reactive, or maybe I was responding to what was going on, because there's loads of information. There's loads of like people all of a sudden, like everyone is an expert. Everyone knows everything. Everyone is just great. And I'm not saying they're not, but some people who claim what they are, they're actually not. So you, as self-respect, you got to check this out. You got to check how this person is. Their education, their work on themselves. Keep checking. Ask questions. Don't be afraid asking questions. You don't have your therapist on pedestal. He or she is the same human as you are. And it's their job to answer those questions. If they get offended by it, if they will be defensive, if they will not want to answer the question, all of that is a red flag. So, everyone, have a lovely evening. I hope I did not put you off of therapy at all, but I think it was needed. I felt really that it was needed to be said. What can I say? Just be careful. Be careful, and when you choose someone, make sure that person is able to help you. Not only because they look great, it's because they actually know their stuff. Because they did the work, they have the knowledge, they did commit to the process of becoming the person they claim to be, basically. So just respect yourself, guys. So I will see you when I see you. I don't know when I will be here again, but for you, all of you who has been here, you can actually share your thoughts in the comments. Maybe you don't agree with me. Maybe you have different intake on it. Maybe there is something you want to share. So please do. Like if you feel otherwise, just share your thoughts. Just share your experiences, and yeah. Okay. So again, have a lovely evening, and I will see you soon. Bye.